This might be the sexiest Azzaro fragrance ever released. It's got leather so smooth it could slide into your DMs. Raspberry so juicy it should come with the warning label. And a gold bottle that looks like it just came from a 90s Wu-Tang video. But is it actually worth your money, or is this just another TikTok hype beast? Look, my love for Azzaro fragrances started with Azzaro Chrome. Yes, the synthetic monster, and that fragrance has been in my collection and near and dear to my heart for decades. I'm getting old. But anyway, I always found these wanted fragrances to be pretty cool, and of course they're on the Elixir train, so let's see what they have to offer up. Now, the bottle for this one looks pretty good, and I feel like they've hopped on this gold train, very similar to what we saw with the Elixir versions of Lamar, which I'm not mad at because they look really good on the shelf and they definitely stand out. On first spray, this one makes me feel like I need a red leather jacket and a private jet. Presentation aside, this fragrance smells like something Trinidad James could have been wearing on his all gold everything video shoot. Or Barack Obama in a black and gold Rolls Royce. On first spray, you get this zingy, juicy raspberry in this fragrance. Think something like a fruit roll-up, but with a little bit more attitude. Now, a lot of times when I think of raspberry in fragrance, my mind immediately goes to something like Commodity Juice or one of the fragrances from Mind Games, but this one's not quite like that. This one's more subtle, more toned down, and a little bit more playful. Now, in addition to the raspberry, you're gonna get this sweet, slightly bubblegummy and citrus note. Or shall I say notes, because it's more like a blast of a few different notes combined together. In smelling this fragrance, it really feels like it's trying to balance out two different feels. Like one side of the fragrance is trying to keep it classy and more mature, while the other is trying to bring out that inner ratchetness. As the fragrance progresses, that mandarin and that bergamot are beginning to pop and come more to life, and that raspberry is just there in the background like a little dancer in the video, and boom, it's gone. It's there, but then it vanishes. You would think that they would take this note all the way through, but it's not there. It's gone quicker than my first tax return. But anyway, although that note was good and special within this fragrance, after that goes away, you begin to get some leather in this scent. Now, here's what you might think. Leather and raspberry, you might think of ombre leather, or more potently, you might think of Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. And I can assure you that that's not what you get with this scent. The leather note in this fragrance isn't super potent. It doesn't smell like you just got a fresh new cowhide. This one is more like you just got a brand new car, but you might be 2 months old or so. So it's still there, but you got crumbs everywhere and your fast food smell is still lingering. It might be hard to visualize this, but the other day my son was talking about his Gatorade and he said it was ashy because he put something in it. And this fragrance almost has this ashiness to it. It's like it's not super clear, it's kind of muddy together, but it still tastes good. In this sense, it still smells good. Also within this fragrance, you're gonna get this faint herbal note here, which is likely on account of the clary sage and the lavender within this fragrance. And it comes off nice and adds an extra touch to this scent. And again, as I mentioned, it's trying to balance between being playful or ratchet and or sophisticated. But I think overall, it's a good balance nonetheless. Let me go back and mention this too, because some people are scared off of leather fragrances. And as I mentioned, this one's not like super aggressive in the leather. This one's going to kind of ease you into that leather note. It seduces you slightly and it doesn't bite. Just in case it's not clear, I do like this fragrance. I'm just not sure what to make of it. I'm not sure if this is a fragrance that I should be wearing on a date with the missus when I'm trying to get right, or if this is a fragrance that I should be wearing to the office when I'm trying to come in and show that I'm a bit serious. At any rate, I think this is a fragrance that you could seriously consider for either one of those situations, and it's a scent that I think could work in either one of those situations, and people won't look at you with the side eye. And speaking of side eye, Azzaro says that this fragrance can last you up to 12 hours. And they didn't just say that, they said that they tested it. And they tested it on 69 men. Not 68, not 70, 69. Which led me to believe this could be the sexiest Azzaro fragrance of all time. Imagine that, like some poor intern
going to test 69 men's wrists to see if they can still smell the fragrance.
I need answers, Azzaro. Why 69? But anyway, moving on, I would say that this fragrance is going to be better suited for maybe early winter and then some of those spring nights. I can tell you during the wearing right now, this one's not a room filler, but this is a fragrance that people will notice. So if they're up close and personal to you, they may come in a little bit closer to get an extra whiff or two, but make sure you charge them because you spent your hard-earned money. Just like I did. Listen, I saw online that Azzaro has been sending a lot of these away out and about trying to amp up their marketing, but not to your boy. But it's all right though. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. And speaking of making it, in the realm of compliments, I think that this fragrance will make it happen because that's what all the other Azzaro wanted fragrances do. They do well in the realm of compliments. So I think that that's going to be one of those things that you can rest assured will continue on within this scent. So where does this line up in the entire Azzaro universe of wanted fragrances? One, I think this one is a bit more creative than the Azzaro Most Wanted Eau de Toilette Intense. But it's not as daring as the Most Wanted Parfum. But then again, it's the most stylish of all the fragrances that they offer, so this is winning on a different accord. No pun intended. If you like raspberry, if you like bold, if you like seductive leather, then this is the fragrance that I would reach for. And although Creed Silver Mountain Water is Mr. Steal Your Wife, this one could be Mr. Steal Your First Date. All in all, I think this could be a great addition to any collection. However, there are a lot of fragrances within this Azzaro wanted line of scents because they've been dropping for quite a lot of years. So make sure that you get your nose on them and see which one deserves a spot in your collection. I think this is one, but maybe not. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. If you want to check out more new releases from 2025, then click here to see which one's best.